Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Mr. Baby, and we have, courtesy of Garesh, the translations for First Form FRIEZA's EZA. Before we go ahead and take a look at that, though, let's see what he does before his EZA. So leader skill, absolute fodder. All types attack plus 7,000, garbage. Super attack causes colossal damage to enemy, is nothing too crazy. And then on his 18 key, causes mega colossal damage to enemy and lowers attack and defense, nothing too crazy. Passive skill, attack plus 13,000 and defense plus 5,000 at the start of turn. Obviously, nothing too crazy, right? Now, let's take a look at how he looks now. So, leader skill, extreme class key 4, HP attack and defense plus 90%, or super class key 3, 70% to all stats. If this, leader skill looks familiar to you, it's because the Tech Prime Battle Goku has literally the same exact leader skill, except it's super class key 4 and 90%, and then extreme class key 3, 70%. Which, I mean, for both, it's still pretty solid leader skill. Now, his 12 key greatly raises attack and defense for one turn. Very, very solid. That's the difference there. And then on his 18 key, causes mega colossal damage to enemy and greatly lowers attack and defense instead of just lowering attack and defense. So they made him, definitely a little bit better in terms of his super attack. The 12 key is, I think, the super attack you're going to see the most. So greatly raising your attack and defense by 50% for one turn is definitely going to help you out, especially if he gets additionals or if you're going to be targeted by an enemy, especially after he super attacks, right? So his passive skill, end of everything, attack and defense plus 50% at the start of turn. Now, really quick, attack and defense plus 50% is like, yo, that's fodder, right? No, this guy's attack is insane. Okay, his defense is about to go through the roof, but as of right now, he's in these stats are insane, dude, okay? So attack and defense with 50% isn't as measly as you might be thinking. It's gonna be, he's gonna be extremely good. Key 3, and gain an additional 50% defense as the first or third attacker in the turn. Let me tell you why this is so freaking important. A lot of units struggle being in that first slot. Why? Because sometimes in SBR, ESBR, Legendary Goku Event, Infinite Dragon Ball History, a bunch of other stages in Dokkan, we've all seen where the enemy targets that first slot, even before we get to attack, like 30 billion times, right? And sometimes it causes a little bit of a problem because we don't have any unit who's gonna thrive without even getting an attack first, right? So the fact that he gets an additional 50% defense just by being in that first slot is going to help him out tremendously, especially in SBR. I don't know about extreme SBR, but in SBR especially, and then even in the last slot, like Legendary Goku Event, I know for a fact does this, where they'll target you a billion times in the last slot. So I don't know if you're really going to be running him in the Legendary Goku Event, but even if you do, it's definitely going to help you out as well. And it's really nice being able to float off a unit and not have to worry about them being hit extremely hard, right? So I really like that. And he's also getting key 3 from that, so I would recommend you put him in that first slot just to get the additional key 3. And then gain an additional attack plus 50% when Ultra Super Attack is launched. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then gain an additional key 3 when attacking a super class enemy. So in terms of super class enemies, I think there's a ton. I mean, there is a ton of super class enemies in the game. So I think there's a good chance that you see this. Now, this is the interesting thing, right? They reward you with attack plus 50% when the super attack is launched. By the way, just off the rip, I really like this. He's not insanely broken. He's not like over the top, but I do think he's still going to be a very strong, especially when you take a look at his stats, right? So like I said, first things first, I just want to say, they reward you with 50% attack when you get the 18 key. Now, when you get the 18 key on your super attack, all you do is greatly lower defense. But if you get the 12 key, you get a 50% attack, like a 50% buff to your attack, as well as a 50% defensive buff to your attack. So it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to get the 12 key and buff your defense for the incoming hits, or do you want to get the 18 key and hope that the enemy can get their attack and defense lowered, but buff your attack by 50%, right? Now, the only way the attack, like greatly raising attack, is actually effective is if you actually get an additional super attack, right? Because he greatly raises attack and defense on super attack, but you need to perform another super attack to really see that in effect, right? So it's kind of like a tricky situation there. But honestly, like depending on the event, I might want to go with the 12 key. but getting that extra attack, especially to finish off an enemy, is going to be very solid as well. And then, like I said, he gains an additional key 3 when attacking superclass enemy. I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. Now, if you go ahead and take a look at his categories, right? So, Planet Namek Saga, Transformation Boost, Wicked, Bloodline, Dragon Ball Seekers, Terrifying Conquerors, and Inhuman Deeds. There's a bunch of units here who lead these categories with 4 key, right? So, let's say Inhuman Deeds, right? Let's say you run Vegeta and Nappa as your lead, okay? Key 4, 130% to all stats. So now you have 2 of those leads, and you have 8 key in total right now. 8 key. This guy, if you run him in the first or third slot, and if you're attacking a superclass enemy, he's getting 6 key on top of that immediately. Okay, 6 key. So now you're at 14 key. 14. Without even collecting anything yet. Okay? So, again, since a lot of this is conditional, it's really easy to get the 12 key. But again, if you're following, the passive skill, it's going to be extremely easy to get that 18 key as well. And get that 50% attack, right? So just keep that in mind. Now, in terms of this guy's links, okay? So, strongest clan in space, all enemies defense minus 10% and key plus 2. More key from his links. It's going to be extremely easy to get this guy's 18 keys, all I'm saying. And also, I think Fear and Faith gives, Fear and Faith gives 2 key as well. So, theoretically, you can get 18 key off the bat as long as you keeping him in the first slot or third slot, okay? Well, just say first slot. You're taking a superclass enemy, you have a key 4 leader, and Fear and Faith and Strongest Clan in Space is actually active, which is definitely possible. So 18 key off the rip. All enemies defense minus 10% and key 2. Universe's Most Malevolent, attack plus 20%. Metamorphosis, attacking defense plus 10% and recover some HP. Thirst for Conquest, attacking defense plus 15%. Big Bad Bosses, attacking defense plus 25%. Legendary Power, attack plus 15%. Fear and Faith, all enemies defense minus 10%, even more, and then an additional 2 key. From links alone, guys, he is going to be absolutely insane. Imagine this guy linked up with, I don't know, STR Cooler. Guess what they share? Strongest Clan in Space. Dude. Wait. Did I read Thirst for Conquest here? Yes, I did. Okay. So, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, dude, and then imagine linking up with this guy right here, who honestly may not be the best unit. But you have to understand that, especially since this guy raises extreme class allies by attack plus 30% for 2 turns, and then sharing Universe's Most Malevolent, and sharing Thirst for Conquest, Strongest Clan in Space, Fear and Faith, Legendary Power. It's going to get to a point where this FRIEZA, even though he doesn't look absolutely crazy right now, I'm telling you guys right now, it's a 3, 4, 5 million attack set easy, as long as everything is activated. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.